If your vessel is infected by dis-ease, just know that you're infected with spiritual parasites. There are many ways that we can contract spiritual parasites, but most of the time it's from either being connected to spiritual parasites themselves, such as narcissistic people or energy vampires, or interacting or having sexually transmitted parasites, or through gluttony. It's through sin. We get dis-ease and spiritual parasites through sin. But wait a minute, that's not the only way. Trauma within itself, whether you're carrying childhood trauma, whether you're just carrying trauma or traumatic experiences that you have not fully healed from domestic violence or childhood abuse, or just being around toxic people your whole life, that trauma becomes trapped inside of your body if you have not healed from those, which means identifying the cause of the trauma and trying to heal the root of that trauma. For instance, if you have anxious attachment because you have mother or father wounds, abandonment issues, then most of the time you're going to be a, what do you call that? A codependent person. So whether you're codependent upon other people or codependent upon food, you become codependent on something outside of yourself, that's going to give you those spiritual parasites that feed off of your organs and just feed off of you, period. If you don't address these issues as time goes on, what they want you to believe is, oh, it's just food, or it's just genetics. No, it's not. Although it's true that there are genetic precursors that are passed down, just like genetic curses are passed down. There are spiritual parasites that can also be passed down, curses, and so on and so forth. But it is your job to sit up here and say, I'm not going to accept diabetes. I'm not going to accept liver disease. I'm not going to accept kidney disease. I'm going to rebuke and renounce cancer. I'm going to rebuke and renounce endometriosis. I'm not going to let them take my woman parts that make me who I am as a woman because they say that this is wrong with me or that's wrong with me. No, if you had an abortion, then just know that that caused trauma to your womb. If you have been SA'd, just know, unfortunately, and I'm sorry, trigger warning, that has caused trauma to your womb. So you need to heal your womb. Heal your womb from those traumas by meditating and write a letter to your womb apologizing and asking it to heal. That is your portal to life. For men that have been also had their manhood taken by their mothers, demasculating them, or just predators, period. There's also ways that you can heal as well. It's not about the women, it's about the masculine healing as well. The masculine and the feminine need to heal. A lot of men are not connected to their intuition as much as women are, but there are ways that men could also go within and heal those spiritual parasites, and it's by also facing and addressing and releasing what has hurt you, by allowing yourself to feel. Just, people say, oh well, a lot of men feel like it's not okay to cry, and that's absolutely the worst thing that you could ever do, is to entrap and hold in those feelings and emotions. When we cry, that is something so special and sacred because water water holds emotion, and water releases and water cleanses. So when you are able to actually cry, you're able to cleanse yourself. You are releasing those emotions and those pent up traumas. You can't heal anything without feeling it and going through the pain. And the first step to healing is identifying the cause, identifying the trigger, so that you can then go in and attack it, address it head on. Because what caused those spiritual parasites in the first place is trauma, sin, and pain. What it all boils down to. You're going to remain a lost soul, and you're never going to be able to find who you are or get into your higher purpose until you really go within and deal with those traumas and sit with those traumas and stop being angry about it versus being angry about it. Identify it and come to acceptance. Yes, this happened to me. Yes, this happened to me, but I take my power back now. I take my control back now. It is in my hands. Once the power is in your hands, the sky is the limit. You will naturally begin to regulate yourself. Your body will naturally begin to regulate itself because as you release, you're releasing everything. As you release, your brain it's like a miracle. You will begin to drink more water, or the Most High, the connection between you and the Most High will be more relevant and be more present because you are doing the work, what it takes to heal. Demonic and low vibrational entities feed off of your trauma and feed off of your pain. That is why you feel depressed. It's low vibrational. It's a demonic attack. There are demonic strongholds on your life. You can't cry or you can't feel, and you wear a mask each and every single day because no telling how long you've worn this mask. So you've gotten so used to wearing this mask that you're scared to take it off now. You're scared of what you might see when you take that mask off. You're afraid to face that hurt little boy, that hurt little girl that never got a chance to have a childhood, that never got a chance to grow up, that had their innocence taken away from them, because that's where it all started. Our body is our temple, and our temples can naturally heal itself. When we become one with our temple, we can naturally heal ourselves from the inside out. And it takes time. It doesn't happen overnight. The struggle gets real, and you will be attacked. You will be attacked from every which way. Your body might turn on you because your body's like, oh, hell no, we're used to these parasites. People in your life might turn on you because once you wake up and you become that glitch in the matrix and you unplug and you're woke, then the people in your life might turn on you because they're like, oh, hell no, no. You belong to us. You're not better than us. So they will latch onto you and drain you or make you feel bad about beginning the process of healing. We are halfway through 2025, and this is the year of death, transformation, and rebirth. You have from now until the rest of this year to make up your mind that either you're just going to stay left behind, you're going to stay left behind, or you're going to transcend. You're going to face your pain, or you're just going to sit with it for the rest of your life. Because life happens in cycles. Everything has a cycle. Parasites have cycles. Disease happens in cycles. Cancers happens in cycles. First stage, second stage, third stage, fourth stage. Everything is about cycles. So we are supposed to be ending cycles this year. And therefore, if you want to help yourself and then help other people, you have to start with yourself first and make sacrifices, the proper sacrifices when it comes to people, places, things, situations, foods, whatever you're codependent upon, whatever your outlet is that you zone out to, that you choose to distract your mind with. You have to sit with yourself in the quiet, in the peace and quiet, and close your eyes and go within your mind. Go as far back as you can and start working through and processing everything one by one by one.